Young Nigerians have turned Saturday's presidential election into the most competitive since the end of military rule in 1999, with many backing a third-party candidate to take on the country's two main political machines and bring change to the country after years of stagnation, corruption and insecurity in Africa's most populous nation. Spurred on by the 2020 EndSARS anti-police brutality protests that morphed into calls for good governance, millions of young people have registered as first-time voters. If Nigeria continues on this downhill, it will be disastrous. So yes, it's a defining moment, said Renu Odula, a 24-year-old woman who was among the protesters who camped outside the governor's office in Lagos for weeks 2 years ago. Though the protests were brutally halted by the army, the disbandment of the SARS police unit notorious for profiling young people was considered a success. That seems to have galvanized frustrated young Nigerians, and now they are targeting the highest office in the land. The man many are backing, Peter Obi of the Labour Party, is not that young at 61. Nor is he really a new broom in Nigerian politics, as he has previously been the vice presidential candidate for the main opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP. But he is considered an outlier because of his accessibility, simplicity and his record of prudence with public funds when he was Anambra state governor. "I should be in the peak of my life right now, balling financially and physically. But there is no money and there are kidnappers everywhere," said Ovi Essen, a 25-year-old man in Lagos. Many accuse President Muhammadu Buhari, who is stepping down after 2 terms, of mismanaging the economy and overseeing the most insecure period in the country since the 1967–1970 civil war. Under his watch, young middle-class Nigerians have seen their finances battered by record levels of inflation. 1 in 3 of them cannot find a job. Students have experienced incessant strikes by lecturers, and many of Nigeria's finest are desperate to leave the country. On top of this, widespread insecurity has seen armed groups kill more than 10,000 people and abduct more than 5,000 last year alone, according to the International Crisis Group.